But this one's probably the easiest of the three. Alright, so you got a little sheet you can follow along with, guys. If you want to, the steps are already on there, but I'm going to still walk through them anyway in the notes, and then we'll do one together. If you look at the top, you see a formula that looks like this. It looks a whole lot different than the ax squared plus bx plus c that we've been used to seeing, okay? It's the same thing. It's still a quadratic. It's just written a different way, all right? The a in front still does the same thing that it did before. Remember, it told us if it opened up or down. What else did a tell us? Skinny or wide, right? So it still does the same exact thing here. Now, when we're graphing in standard form, remember the first thing we had to do was do all these calculations to find the axis of symmetry and the vertex, right? Mm-hmm. The nice thing about vertex form is it gives us the vertex. The HK is your vertex. Okay? The only thing you have to remember is the H is the opposite sign, and the K is the same sign.
Like if you get 8, it's positive, instead of negative.
Yeah. So like if it was x minus 2 squared plus 3, then it would be positive 2, 3. I'm going to show you a couple examples. You'll want to make a note too that if they're missing, if either of remember, vertex got two parts. It's got an x and a y. Okay, because we took, in standard form, we took this and then we plugged it in to find whatever it was. This, right, this is your h is your x now, and your k is your y. It's giving it to you so you don't have to calculate it. If it's missing, then it's 0. So let me show you a couple examples of equations and I'm going to show you. It'll make sense in just a second. Okay, tell me when you... So let's say I told you that y equals 2 times x plus 1 squared minus 5. First of all, is it up or down? Up. Why? Because A is positive, right? Is it skinny, wide, or average? Skinny, because 2 is bigger than 1, right? What is the vertex? Good job. -1, because it's opposite sign here, same sign here. Do you see how much work we just eliminated?
No, not at all.
No?
We already got the vertex out.
We already got the vertex. That gives me the axis of symmetry
And the vertex.
and the y part where you plugged it in. You don't have to do any of that.
-1.
Huh, -1. Yep.
No, all I gotta do is
So now you just find an easy point and reflect. Let's do another one. Make sure you can pull out the vertex here. What if it was -1/2 x minus 3 squared? I'm missing something. What am I missing? Well, in this case, it's the k, but you're right. It's the number on the end. So the vertex is +3, 0. So where's my axis of symmetry? Yeah, 3. Up and down at 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes? Yep. You'd have to pick your easy point. We're fixing to walk through it. All right, so let's walk through the steps on your sheet here. And let's graph one and see what happens. I hope you find it's pretty easy. I'm hurrying. All right, let's do the example on the back. This one's already done for you, so you can just watch me and you'll already have it in your notes, okay? All right, negative 1/2 x plus 2 squared plus 5. All right, so flip over and look at your steps. Step 1 says to do what? Find and plot your vertex. Well, what is my vertex? Negative 2, positive 5. Okay. Negative 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also my what? Well, that's, yes. So step 2 says to draw your axis of symmetry through that point. Are you confused?
Not as easy.
No? Okay. Find and plot your first easy point. So if you look, this time I'm not using a y-intercept because it's not as easy to find here. 5 is not my y-intercept anymore. Now I have to pick a point, okay? Why does it have what? Well, you can pick 0 to plug in, but notice when you plug it in, we got 3, and 3 is not 5. That's not, you can use it, but it's not as easy to find anymore. When you pick your easy point, you want to stay close to this, okay? So what's close to negative 2? Negative 3 or negative 1, or you could use 0. You go 1 or 2 spots away, okay? I'm going to use negative 1. Your example on your sheet uses 0, okay? But this, again, it doesn't matter what you choose as long as it's on the parabola. All right, plug it in. The hardest part about this is watching your order of operations. Do your parentheses first. Can what? You can, yeah. So I get negative 1/2 plus 5, which is 4.5. So my point is negative 1, 4.5. Negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And then we always reflect and connect. Yeah. Well, but I picked negative 1. On the sheet, I picked 0. But whenever you said, but you used 0, that I wanted to go back and show you it didn't have to be 0. That's why I picked something other than that. But had I picked 0, I would have gotten 3. 1, 2, 3. My easy point.
Now we got to plug it back in.
No, we're done. We did, yes, plug the easy point back in. Now let's walk through example 2 together. We gotta hurry, as I said. I'm almost done, I promise.
No, I'm almost
Okay. All right, y equals 2 times x minus 3 squared minus 2. What is my vertex? Positive 3, negative 2. So put positive 3, negative 2, and draw your axis of symmetry there. What should I use for my easy point? 2. Why are you picking 2? Because it's what? It's closest. Look at where I am. I'm at 3. Close to 3 would be 2 or 4, right? Is it wrong if you pick something other than 2? No.
Why not? Why would it be wrong?
Okay, so when you put this vertex, the line of symmetry goes straight through that. Plot the point and draw a line through it. Yep. All right, let's plug it in. 2 times 2 minus 3. And It's nice if you're only one away because you'll always get one in your parenthesis here. It'll be easy to work with. So 2 times, well, -1, but -1 squared is what? +1. So I get -1 when I subtract. So your point here is 2, -1. 2. Now what do you do? Reflect and connect. Tell me what you think about vertex form.
I like that.
Standard? Y'all like standard better?
Yeah, this is what I